My name is Jason Reynders, and I am a junior at Iowa State, and my topic is 2-year free community college for everyone. As we are all college students, we all feel the impact of thousands and thousands of dollars for our classes and books. Who really wants to have thousands and thousands of dollars in student loans to pay after graduating college, whether it's 2-year college or at a 4-year university? Better yet, there are many people out there who can't afford college at all. As we know, a college education is an absolute must in today's world. In our society, and with 2 of our potential next presidents supporting this idea, the topic of free 2-year community college for everyone is a huge deal. This impacts all of us as we are all college students. No matter your stance on this subject, you most likely have an opinion one way or the other. Whether you support 2-year free community college for everyone or you oppose the idea, listen to the problem at hand, a potential solution, and the outcomes I envision to find out why a college kid like me supports it and why you should too. There's an ongoing debate in our country whether or not Americans should have access to a free 2-year community college for free. I said that twice. Many people in our country can't afford to go to college at all. Granted, not all of them want to go to college, but a lot of them do. For these families that don't have the financial comfortability to send their kids to college, there must be an alternate solution to get them to be successful. The problem is that for people that can't afford a college education, there is little they can do to put themselves in a better position and set themselves up for a successful life. Oftentimes, kids that can't afford college will either end up working a minimum wage job for the rest of their life or maybe not even be employed at all. While half of people from high-income families in the United States will either get a college degree by age 25, just 1 in 10 people, which is 10% people from low-income families, will have a college degree by age 25, and that needs to change. With the rising cost of university tuitions, it is harder and harder for kids from low-income families, and any family in general, to go to college and make the best of themselves. For example, my Iowa State tuition is going up $300 per semester this next year from last year, let alone the dozens of thousands it is already costing my family for me to get my education and spend hundreds on books and get $5 in return at the end of the semester. And many Americans just can't afford it. I believe that in order for millions and more Americans to have the opportunities to go to college and be successful, something needs to be done about the high prices of college, both community college and universities. If the United States is going to see higher success rates, production rates, and less poverty, I think it is absolutely imperative that the federal government imposes a 2-year free community college for all citizens. Now, it is not as simple as just throwing every graduating high school senior enough money to pay for a 2-year degree. Of course, some people from higher class families don't qualify for free college. I am not proposing an exact law to be put in place tomorrow, but for families under a certain income threshold, kids must have access to free community college. Americans are always talking about how family income rates are not rising as much as they should be, and the poverty line is not improving or rising. Well, in order to fix a problem of this magnitude affecting this many people, there needs to be major action taken. If more people are given access to free community college, obviously more people will go to college and earn their degrees. The more people with college degrees means more jobs, greater success, and less poverty in our country, and overall impacting our economy in a positive way. An example related to free community college is Title 19, which gives people free health care that can't afford it. This is important because everybody needs health care at some time or another, regardless of who you are, no matter where you live, or how much you or your family makes. But it's just simple, not everybody can afford health care, just like college. As I stated above, there should be a certain threshold in which if a family is below it, they qualify for free community college. Also, in order for this to happen, taxes would have to be raised for families, which involves another conversation and argument. The audience should be able to, given this proposal is adopted in our country, I foresee millions of more people going to college, even a 4-year university, not just community college, obtaining good jobs, and the standard of living in our country being raised. This would open up so many opportunities for so many people, as well as put a lot more money in a lot more people's hands. If this proposal is not adopted, I don't think the debate will ever end and more problems will arise in our country that today we can't even think of, such as lower standard of living and higher crime rates. As you and I are both college students, we feel the impacts of the outrageous expenses as well as our parents. I am confident in saying we would all like free two-year community college, as that would reduce a lot of student loans for a lot of people and a lot of stress. I believe if the government were to implement free two-year community college for people that qualify, there would be many more positives than negatives. This needs to happen right away, as we are seeing tuition expenses rising annually and before people quit considering going to college altogether. Thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope I provided you with sufficient information as to why our country should make two-year free community college free for people.